the Bratz Kids Sleepover Adventure. So it was the younger versions of the Bratz dolls. This movie came out and immediately started scaring kids around the world. It was giving kids nightmares. This Bratz movie was the top one to be returned in stores. So many people were getting refunds for this movie because their kids were having nightmares. The premise of this movie is that Chloe, Sasha, Jade, Yasmin, and Megan are invited by the new kid in the neighborhood named Ginger to a sleepover, and then each girl tells a spooky bedtime story. So basically the whole movie, and it's like decently long, I think it's the longest Bratz movie they've ever made, but it's each little kid telling a scary story in someone's bedroom for a sleepover, and their stories are surprisingly scary. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail of each Bratz story because that would just take me forever, but let me just talk about the scariest ones they told. So in Sasha's story that she tells, it takes place at a circus. She basically walks into this room full of mirrors. You guys have seen stuff like that in carnivals, right? It's like a mirror maze. So she's standing in this hall of mirrors and she's looking at her reflection and she starts making like funny faces and joking around, but suddenly she realizes that her reflection is not copying her exactly like reflection should, and her reflection starts taking on a life of its own, smiling creepily. It eventually jumps out of the mirror and now she has a doppelganger beside her, and the whole entire story, this doppelganger is chasing her around the carnival. She's freaking out, trying to get away, and at the very end her doppelganger pushes her actual self into the mirror, so now Sasha's stuck in the mirror and her reflection gets to roam free through the world. But as you can imagine, if you're like a 5 or 6-year-old watching this movie, that's gonna really scare you. And then once all the girls are done telling their stories at this sleepover, stuff actually starts happening in the house that they're in, like in real life. And the whole show, it's strange.